Hello, Riddle first graders. Welcome back. This is video session number 2. We're going to do some drawing and we're going to do it together. We'll go step by step. What you'll need today is a piece of paper. The paper could be a regular 8.5 by 11. It could be a large piece of paper. It could even be, you could work small. It's okay. I would say that you want a piece of paper that doesn't have lines on it, but if you have to use a paper that does, that's okay. You find whatever the best material is that you can find. So what we're going to do today is draw an owl, and we'll work together. I'm going to work here, and I'm going to use a permanent marker so that way you can see it. It will show up. I would advise you not to use a permanent marker, not until you're a little bit older. But I'm going to use this so that way you can see a lot clearer. So what I'm going to do first is, since I'm working large, I'm going to use a roll of tape. I'm going to use this roll of tape, and I'm going to trace the center to make some eyes. So the eyes are going to be a little bit high up. Draw them both. It looks something like this. So here's the middle of the paper. I want to be above the middle of the paper. I don't want to put the eyes really low, so that we have some more room to work here. My next step, I want to make a triangle shape here for a beak. I'm going to make a little nose hole. I'm going to make a line so he can open his beak up. Next step, I would like to make his eyes. So so this is the white part of the eyes. These circles is the white part. If you look at a person's eyes, you can see the white part, and then you can see the circles. I want to make the circle. And then I want to make his eyes shiny. So I'm going to make a little white circle, and I'm going to shade in the rest of it. When you do this shading in, you can use a black crayon perhaps. I would advise you not to use a pencil because it's going to be gray. So I'm going to make my pupil, I'm going to make a shiny spot, and I'm going to use this marker so you can see it. I'm going to make it black, like this. Okay. Next, I want to make the top of his head. And sometimes it appears that an owl has ears, and really it's just some feathers up here, so I'm going to draw that. So I'm going to make the line for the top of his head, and then I'm going to make a line here for maybe he's got some feathers that stick up, and it almost kind of makes it look like ears. It's not necessarily. Something like that. So there's the top of his head. I'm going to kind of curve and round out his face, and then I'm going to make the sides of his body. Hug the sides of his face. And then I'm going to come down. I'm going to come down. And my next step, I want to make his feet. So I'm going to make the feet, I'm going to make 1 oval, 2 ovals, 3 ovals. And then over here, off to the side, his other foot. 1 oval, 2 oval, 3 ovals. So he's like holding on to a branch. I'm going to connect here in between. I can actually draw the branch. Here's a branch. He's sitting on it. A little piece of wood. Little branch. Okay? To add some more details to his feet, I want to give him some little claws. So a little claws on each of the 3 feet, the toes. And then I'm going to make some little letter V's on his feet. That's a little bit of a texture because I feel like his feet are kind of rough if you were to touch it, so I put little V's on there. Next step, I would like to make his wings. To make his wings, I'm going to come out here, make a bump, come down, curl it, make a wing. Come down, curl it, there's a wing. On those wings, I'm going to make some giant U shapes, and those are going to be some feathers. Okay? There. It already looks like an owl, right? Now, just for fun, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to start adding some designs, some artistic shapes, and I want to introduce some patterns. So to do that, around his eyes, I want to make little bumps. Just because. Do owls have little weird bumps around their eyes? Nope. Little bumps. Because this is art, we can do what we want. If I want to put bumps around his eyes, okay. or bumps around his eyes. Next, I want to start doing some patterns on the body of my owl. To do that, I'm going to make a line that kind of curves here, and then I'm going to start doing a pattern of triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, all the way across. Not too big, not too big. You could do this with a crayon if you'd like. Next, I want to make a line, and I want to do hearts. Hearts and rectangles. Hearts and rectangles. Hearts and rectangles. All the way across. Kind of looks like a necklace or something. I'm going to make a line. Then I can choose another pattern. What pattern do I want to do? I am going to do the word owl. O-W-L. 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 And I'm going to make another line. Good thing about these videos is you can stop them and you can rewind it if I'm going too fast. So just to help you out. Next step, I am going to do ovals. Oval, triangle. Oval, triangle. Oval, triangle. Okay. Make a line. So it's almost like I'm making him a weird sweater. So this owl's got a sweater, I guess. Yeah, who knew? Next, I want to do X's and O's. How about that? X, X, O, X, X, O, X, X, O, X, X, O, X, X, O. Okay. Next, how about squares? So I'm going to make my line. Squares. 1, 1, 1. Square. 1, 1, 1. Square. 1, 1, 1. Square. 1, 1, 1. Square. Make another line. Okay. Now, I feel like I want to make some feathers. So I'm just going to make feathers down here. So they're just some U shapes, some large, some big. Now, owl does have tail feathers, so I can make those tail feathers down here. They're back there. And now I can look at my background. For the background, what could I do? I don't have a lot of room. I could put some leaves. Maybe he's sitting in a tree, and there's some leaves back here. How about that? Not too hard to do some leaves, is it? Just this sort of a triangle shape. There's my leaves. Next, we can think about how we can introduce and add color. Some of you may have watercolors. Some of you may have markers. Some of you may have crayons, colored pencils. Crayons and colored pencils would not be bad. They could look pretty good. Watercolors could look kind of sharp too. So what you're going to do next is I would like to see you color your owl and consider what colors that you want to use. You don't have to make him brown. You can make him any color. You could choose your favorite color. You could choose primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. They're the primary colors. There are 3 colors that you cannot mix. But here is an example of a colored owl. On my owl, I did not color the background yet. Perhaps I will. I'm not sure. So what I would love to see is if you could hold up your owl after you finish it, and then with your computer, in the bottom left, there's that circle. Click that circle, click on the camera, take a picture, then go to Schoology, and on Schoology, go to the art discussion. The first thing posted in the art discussion is how to post pictures on the art discussion. And if you can post that picture on the art discussion, that way I can see it and just have your class's artwork all together, and then your classmates can see what you made. So, all right, good luck. Remember, if I've talked too fast, you can always stop, rewind, try again. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Sometimes people make mistakes. And working small is not a bad idea. It's not too bad. So, all right, good luck. We'll see you later.